Hearing loss in children, clinical epidemiological data from two different provinces of the same region. There have been presence of hearing loss at the onset of neonatal stage. The aim of this study was to evaluate all cases of infantile hearing loss. In this presentation, our goal is to offer you a quick summary of research and conclusions. Please follow the links to review the research in further details. Newborn hearing screening programs are available, but they do not identify hearing loss and some cases may be missed. The Emilia-Romagna region has introduced the newborn hearing screening early intervention program with the help of hearing disability team. To evaluate cases of hearing loss, a retrospective study using clinical records was conducted. Patient data was collected and analyzed. Globally, 124 children were enrolled in the study. Data revealed some wide ranges between the two counties. Taking account of both the counties where bilateral hearing loss was identified, 17% to 24% cases were affected by profound hearing losses, 3% to 12% by severe, and about 12% by mild hearing loss only in one of the counties. The prevalence of congenital hearing loss had comparable percentages between the two counties, comparable to the most industrialized nations. The results did not reveal particular discrepancies concerning structural abnormalities of the temporal bones and other syndromatic clinical pictures, which are among the most common causes of permanent congenital sensorineural and mixed hearing losses. Similarly, the prevalence of overall congenital cytomegalovirus infection-related hearing loss in the examined period was low, with only a significant difference in the prevalence of CCMV-related profound hearing losses were found between the two provinces. The main difference across the two provinces were the percentages of prematurity and familiarity for hearing loss, which seemed inversely proportional between the two cohorts. The incidence of hearing loss increased with prematurity. Most of the children were placed under care within the first year of life. The number of patients suffering unilateral hearing loss was found to be significantly different between the provinces. The implementation of newborn hearing screening programs represents a very useful tool both in order to achieve an early diagnosis of hearing loss in children and in order to establish a timely treatment and rehabilitative protocol. Furthermore, the presence of early hearing loss detection and intervention program is crucial in order to treat infantile hearing loss adequately. More work will be required given the relative sample size of this data.